in theme of great videos that I do that are not my Tacky Time videos because those take way too long these days. Like I can't do them anymore. Um, yeah, I should probably be putting out one of those. But instead we're gonna do another video because Tacky. That's what we do. We never do the right thing. That's all. That's the only thing with this channel is that we never do things right. Whatever we do. So today I'm just gonna be eating cookies. And of course, you've seen a lot of people making videos that are comparing stuff. Whether it's usually the popular thing now is they'll compare stuff that's like this costs $500, this costs like $10. Maybe it'll be like a phone, or maybe it's like a meal or something. Like here's a hamburger that cost a lot of money. Here's a hamburger that didn't cost a lot of money. You probably want one in between that tastes, good, but it's not too much. Because if you're paying $400 for a hamburger, that's stupid. Don't do that. Don't waste your money. But maybe you don't want to go for the lowest of the low. You want some quality. Anyway, today we're just going to be trying out two different types of cookies. That's all. On the Taggy channel, we only do taggy things. So of course we we don't have phones. No. We don't. I don't have a phone, so we can't do. Or at least I don't have like five. But we do have cookies. Cookies are easy. You can make them. The way I like to do is just get the dough and then you just smack it on the pan. Bam. Put it in the oven for 15 minutes, and then it's ready. You don't really have to do anything. It's very easy. And so that is something. Actually, it's not something that I've had in a while, but I used to have it like every single week. Just make cookies and eat them while watching The Flash. Pretty good little tradition thing. I mean, it would only work if we had them. So recently, we've been making cookies, just because I don't know, but with different mixes and stuff. So we've got two mixes. One that I've tried before. I think that it's a little weird, and it's the more unorganic kind, and we've got a bit more organic, but still not fully organic kind. So we'll see which one is better. I'm going to say the more organic one is going to be better. It's not because it's organic. They would usually organic stuff isn't better. Most of the time, you're like, well, I mean, the other stuff just tasted normal. Sometimes it tastes a bit too organic, but with some stuff, it is better. And in this instance, it might be. So here are the two cookies. We've got them on a handy napkin here. You can see each one. We've got our first one. This is the more organic one. As you can see from the look of it. There you go. And then here's the less organic one. I know they look very similar, but if you look at the chocolate chips there, it looks kind of more. It's kind of like a weird, like a piece of chocolate, whereas this one, if you can see that, and the one in the middle, it just looks like a literal, chocolate chip. It looks very rounded, and yeah. So this one was taken from like a big tub of batter, and this was taken from one where they're kind of already shaped, and they just kind of get more flat, and yeah, they're kind of like this, and they go like that. So anyway, yeah, there we go. So now I'm just gonna try these cookies because great video ideas are just eating stuff. Anyway. So first cookie, the more regular maybe not exactly cheapo brand, but more of the regular type of cookie dough that you'd get. It's actually not bad this way. I think that when you make them, before they were made in a lot bigger. These ones are probably the smallest version of these cookies that I've had, and so I think in the smaller way they are better, but when they're huge, you would think that you would make them huge and they'd be great cookies, but they are way too sweet and they just don't taste good. They just don't. But at this size, it's actually not bad. Taste the other one. This one actually seems a bit more hard than the other one. They're both fairly hard, but I think the one I already ate some from is maybe slightly less hard. Take a bite of this. Will it make a crackling sound? Go. I'm gonna take another bite of this just to make sure. So I actually think that the first cookie wins. The more regular store bought, like name brand type of stuff. No, but it's not name brand like clothes. When you buy name brand food, it usually means that that's the one that they make the most of. Whereas for clothes, it's sometimes like just really hard to get stuff. This is probably a bit more hard to find. I don't even know what brand it is. It's not a brand that I've seen before, probably. You find it at, healthy food stores and stuff. I mean, it seems like it would be better, but it's just a bit too hard, I think. I think that's why I don't like it as much. Sometimes we'd have more and we'd leave them out to the next day. But I'd always, even if there were like 8, I'd eat all of them. Because when they get hard, I just don't think they taste as good. So I think these, when you make them too big, they don't taste very good. They're a bit too sweet and stuff. But when you make them at this size, you don't get a lot of the chocolate chips in them. You get a lot more dough and it's more chewy, which I like. And so I would say that means my or that wins the game of which one tastes better, pretty much. So that's the one I would recommend. So you get that, and of course you can get that in the description. I have the link. Today's video is sponsored by no one. Go out and find the cookies yourself. Who cares? they're cookies, man. It's cookies. This video is not a serious video. It's just a video. Have you watched the newest Star Wars? This is one. This is Force Awakens. Rogue One's good. Maybe I should do a review for that. Do all the videos to get the views. I should probably do that. But anyway, see ya.